Hi, this is Dave, and welcome to a special episode of To The Table, where it is my Gen Con survival guide. We are smack dab in the middle of convention season. We just had Origins Game Fair about a month ago. We have Gen Con coming up in about 2 weeks, and this is expected to have the largest population of people there at the convention to date. So, I've been reading a lot of questions on different forums and on Facebook, people saying, hey, this is my first time going to Gen Con. What do I do? What do I expect? What should I bring? And so I wanted to make this quick video to share with you some tips, tricks, and ideas that I use, and hopefully you can use too, to make your convention experience positive and also keep you safe and healthy. Now, if you're an experienced convention goer, I'm sure that there's some information in here that you can use as well. I've got a lot of information to share with you, so I'm going to be moving through it rather quickly. Now, I'm going to assume that you already have your lodging and travel arrangements made and that you are on your way to Gen Con, but these are the things that you want to do in advance. First of all, pre-orders. Look to see the games that you're most interested in purchasing, if the publisher has a pre-order system in place, and if so, use it, because by doing that, you guarantee that you have a copy that you can pick up at your convenience, and you're not going to have to fight the crowds and have to rush to the booth only to find out that the game is sold out. So if there is a pre-order system, use it. I've used it in the past, I'm using it this year. Next, I want to talk about events. If you're going there and you have purchased tickets for specific events, make sure that you plan and program them in your phone so that it reminds you of when they are, because it is really easy to lose track of time. You get caught up in something else and you miss an event that you purchased a ticket for. So make sure that you do that. If you're a first timer at Gen Con, I recommend not registering for a whole lot of events, because those are specific times and there's a lot to see and a lot to do, and it's easy to forget. Now, the other thing that I do recommend for events is purchasing about $20 worth of generic tickets. You have them with you, and then at your convenience you can participate in events, because a lot of times there are openings, and if you look in the schedule, there's something that you want to do. If you go up, if there is a spot, you can use your generic tickets and boom, you're in. So make sure that you do that. And then one other thing in advance of Gen Con, make sure that you are aware, if you are driving a car in on a daily basis, know where the parking garages are and make sure that you get down there relatively early so that you have a spot that's close by so you can conveniently take your stuff to your car throughout the day. You're not lugging it around. Some of the parking garages have the opportunity to reserve parking spaces in advance, so make sure that you use that. All right, now some things to pack along to make sure that you have with you on a daily basis at Gen Con. Number one, make sure that you have a backpack. It doesn't have to be anything really fancy. This one, I carry all my stuff for press, but it could be a simple drawstring bag that fits over your shoulder, but you're going to want to make sure that you have something to carry on your back. I'm going to show you some items to throw in there to have throughout the day, but also it's a great way to put some of your smaller purchases in here, or if you've made trades or you need to meet up with somebody to give them something, you can throw it in there and it keeps your hands free. Also, make sure that you wear a good pair of gym shoes for your feet. You're going to be walking around, you're going to put a lot of miles on there and you don't even realize it, and you're going to be on your feet for a long time. You want to make sure that you have something that's going to be good for your feet. Obviously, that's closed toe. You don't want to wear open toe shoes like sandals, and you don't want to wear flip-flops, because you're going to end up with your feet getting stepped on. That's going to hurt, and worse, if you have flip-flops, somebody's going to catch the back of your flip-flop. You're going to trip, fall down, and you're going to end up getting more hurt. Your knees are going to hit the ground. You're going to fall down. You're going to have stuff fall over. It could get broken, or you get your hand stepped on by other people who are walking around. So just make sure you wear closed-toe shoes. And then also, do yourself a favor, go out and purchase yourself a set of orthotic inserts for your feet, particularly ones that are going to give you support on your arch and also on your heel. It's going to relieve a lot of pressure from your body weight, because you are walking on concrete. There's a lot of impact on there. It's going to be good on your feet and on your knees as well. So make sure that you do it. They have these in men's and women's, and they are also adjustable for your shoe size. You could trim them down, but highly recommend these. They're like about $15. But well worth the investment, and you can use these after Gen Con in your shoes. So things to throw in your backpack, or things to have with you on a daily basis. Most importantly is bottled water. Water is the most essential nutrient to our body, and we want to make sure that we stay hydrated, because if you end up being dehydrated, you're going to end up with headaches and you're not going to feel very well. And it's easy to lose track of time throughout the day. Make sure that you take the time to drink, so have bottled water with you. Another option is juice. This is great if you are a diabetic or somebody who's like hypoglycemic, who's got to be worried about their blood sugar level. This is a great way if you're feeling low. You can have a little bit of juice to bring you back up. And also, if you're diabetic, just make sure that you're practicing good. You're maintaining yourself and you're checking yourself regularly. You're going to want to make sure that you do that there so that you don't make yourself sick. Now, some other things that you're going to want to throw in your bag or have with you, make sure that you pack along some vitamin C tablets. You're going to be stressing your body out, staying up long hours at night. You're going to be pushing your body because you're going to be going for long hours during the day. So make sure that you do this. A lot of people talk about con crud or getting sick afterwards. If you load up on some vitamin C, it's going to help your body fend off some of that stuff. And the other thing to throw along in there is make sure that you throw, just put a stick of deodorant in here. It could be a travel size one. Throw it in your bag. You've got it with you. And, maybe midday or something like that, just stop off and do a quick, touch up in the bathroom, just go into the stall. And it's just really good for you to project a better image of yourself and also not sharing your unwanted body odor with the people that are around you. So just practicing good hygiene. You can go to the dollar store, get one of these, throw it in your bag. And also, like I said, you don't want to have your right guard taken a left. So some other things that you're going to want to have with you, you're going to want to have some snacks to put in this backpack. So you've got your water or juice or whatever, and you've got your deodorant, but you want to make sure, throw some snacks in the bag, just some things that you can eat throughout the day. It saves you some money from having to go to the food court, and these are a little bit healthier options also, help you save some money when dealing with the food trucks, and I'll talk about the food trucks in a little bit. But some healthy snack ideas, nuts. This is like some almonds. These come in little pouches like this. You can throw a couple of those in your bag each day. So I picked up a box. These will be going to Gen Con with me. And other nut options are, I like these. This one has macadamias and cashews and almonds in there. But whatever you like, but these are some good options. Throw some nuts in there. Little packages of peanuts too. I'm a fan of Slim Jims. But you can bring these. These may not exactly be the most healthy things, but they're all right. Little source of protein. Beef jerky is another option, or those like little turkey snack sticks. Just something that you can have to munch on through the day. And some other things, if you want something sweet, maybe how about some chewy granola bars? These are like oat and honey ones. I like these. These are Sunbelt. I'm not getting paid to recommend them, but I really like these, and they're inexpensive. Or some crackers, like these are just peanut butter honey ones. Throw those in your bag. You've got some things to snack on throughout the day. It's going to help keep your blood sugar levels, so you're going to have to maintain the same amount of energy throughout the day. And this is cheap compared to having to buy food. Also, now I'll talk about the food trucks. If you go there, be prepared and adjust your time accordingly, because when you go out to the food trucks, it's not like you go up and you order food and you get it right away. You have to wait for them to prepare it. So sometimes you're waiting about 20 minutes for your food to be prepared depending upon the crowd. So just be aware of that. So make sure you have snacks. I usually recommend this is a better way to save your money, although it is a good thing to support those businesses down there that are welcoming us as Gen Con attendees. But just be aware that you are watching your timing. Now, those are some things that you want to have with you. Now, things to do while you are at Gen Con throughout the day. First of all, practice good personal hygiene. Go and wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, and also before you decide to put anything in your mouth. Stop off in the bathroom and wash your hands up, because you're touching a lot of different things, and so have a lot of other people, and that's a great way for germs to spread. You don't want to go home sick afterwards, so just take the time, go wash your hands with soap before putting anything in your mouth. It's just a good common practice, but when you're in the hurry of doing all these other things, it's easy to forget, so just do that. The other thing is, we are a community of people. We want to be nice to one another, so be respectful of other people. Not everybody is the same orientation as you are, the same gender. They may have different appearances from you, but just be respectful. Everybody is there for the same reason, to be a part of the community. So you may not agree with the lifestyle or what they do, but you can still be courteous to them all the same. So please do that. And the other thing is, just when you be mindful of your surroundings. You've got some things that you have to watch out for. If you see people that are handicapped in wheelchairs, make sure that you get out of the way for them. It's a lot easier for us to step out of the way than it is for them to maneuver around, because a lot of times they're in a machine and they don't have quite the capability of moving as easily as we can, stepping to the side. So be aware of them. Also, with the new Pokemon Go app, everybody's going to be like walking around like this. just be aware of your surroundings so that you don't have somebody bumping into you, because while they're trying to catch them all, you may end up catching a fat lip from their head as they slam into you if you're not paying attention. So make sure that you do that. Another thing too, when you see the cosplayers out there, be respectful of them and ask them if you can take pictures of them, or ask them if you can pose with them for a photo. Don't think just because they're there in costume that it's automatically a photo op for you. Just ask them. It's just common courtesy. The other thing is, while you're there, when you go to demo games, make sure that you take the time to say thank you to the people that are demoing the games. It is grueling work. I've done it before, and when you're teaching games for multiple hours during the day, it's mentally exhausting. And you know what? Sometimes a simple, hey, you know what? Thank you for demoing the game. Thank you for showing me this. It makes their day, and it makes their time there worth it, because a lot of people, the only way that they get to Gen Con is by volunteering. They're exchanging their services for a ticket and lodging, but you know what? It's still really exhausting work. So make sure that you say thank you. And then finally, one other neat thing to do while you're at Gen Con is make sure that you explore different things. Go play games in the Rio Grande room. You can play games for free. They have that set up. Go and check out some of the they have some play testing opportunities set up in one area of the convention center. And then also, after the exhibit hall closes, there's like halls D and E. There's just tons and tons and tons of tables set up over there. Go over there. That's a lot of times you can sit down and play a game over there, or you'll see your favorite media people or designers over there hanging out, and you may get an opportunity to sit in on a play test of something that's in development, so you get a chance to see some of the new games, and it's a great place to go hang out and see things that are going on. So just some ideas, some tips and tricks and things that I do that hopefully you can absorb to make sure that it could make your Gen Con experience wonderful. And like I said, the biggest thing is just be aware of everybody, be kind to one another, practice good hygiene, and make sure that you take measures to keep yourself safe and healthy. All right, that's it. And if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, or ideas that I may not have mentioned that you want to share with everybody else, please put them in the comments section below, and so we can talk about this so that everybody can make sure that when they're going to Gen Con that it is a wonderful experience. All right, thanks for joining me and listening to what I have to say. Join me again next time as we talk about something else. All right, take care. Bye-bye.